Well, good morning, everybody, and thank you so much for tuning on in to our Valley News Now desk this morning. We've got a first alert weather day on our hands, and check out that Skycam view of Newman Outdoor Field there. You can see the snow that has now settled on in onto the field. And we've got a lot more of that across the valley, and of course more to come. Now, this is not our only first alert weather day this week. I hate to break it to you, but this is the first of 4 that we have coming this week. One more time, thank you so much for joining us here on our Valley News Now desk. My name is Alex Larson. So we're going to kick things off talking about just that. I'm going to get my screen setups to share with you here, let you know what we can expect as we continue to take on this Thanksgiving week. So I'm over on our website, valleynewslive.com. Over on our weather tab, pretty much how you navigate to that, you just click weather on the homepage, okay? So snow and wind sweep through the valley today. We were just seeing that on the Skycam as I just showed you. Scrolling on down right now in Fargo, we're sitting at 32 degrees with some light snow. Sunrise happening 7:44. We got about 15 minutes to go till that happens. Sunset, ouch, 4:43. As we continue on down, we're going to be seeing that snow wind pretty much throughout our entire day. Cloudy and windy, it looks like, as we get to the 6, 7 o'clock hour there. And you can see on that radar, check that out, all that snow coming on in. And it is widespread. Check that out. Pretty much the entirety of our state. I know earlier this morning when we were covering the valley today and we were clicking on road maps, there was no travel advised over out towards Williston. And I know probably many of you aren't heading out towards Williston, but you never know with that Thanksgiving travel. If you've got family who lives out there, that's definitely something that you're going to want to be aware and be mindful of. So first alert weather day. Reason we're calling this is first winter storm during big holiday travel week. 3 to 6 inches possible for snow, slicked roads, reduced visibility. We're going to get a check with North Dakota Highway Patrol in just a few minutes here. But I also want to talk about the first alert weather days coming up, okay? Wednesday, another first alert weather day. Friday, we've got another one. Saturday, another one as well. So Thursday, we're in the clear, right? Keep in mind that these may not be freezing over events, but these are busy days that we want you to be aware of what is going on outside so you're able to keep you and your family safe and prepared. I know meteorologist Lisa Green did give a breakdown of what you should have in a winter survival kit, just some recommendations on how to be best prepared as we continue to take on this winter event. So you can find that over on our Facebook page. You can also find that on our website, valleynewslive.com. One thing that I do want to check in with quick here, we're going to go to the North Dakota road maps, okay? I'm just typing that in, North Dakota road maps. Check this out, okay? Wow, lots of color going on here, right? So I'm going to start over here down in the southeastern part of the state. We're looking at wet, slushy roads from about, all the way up to Grand Forks, south, all the way to the South Dakota border, okay? That's going to continue west out past Foreman. And as we get a little bit north of Foreman, Lisbon, you're seeing snow-covered roads, partially covered snow roads. Travel alert in Logan County. So a lot of these counties out west are under a travel alert right now. You can see that Kidder County. We're also looking at that over in Foster County, Nelson County. As we get north, Cavalier County. So a lot of these areas in our viewing area are seeing that. So Devil's Lake area too, check that out. Snow-covered or partially snow-covered roads, even towards Bismarck. If you got family and you're traveling towards Bismarck, this is definitely something to be aware of. That no travel advised that I was talking about just a few moments ago, you can see that there. Williams County, McKenzie County, Montreal, Burke County, and Divide County. So a lot of action here. This is a great tool to have if you do have to travel today, even tomorrow. Like I just showed you, we've got first alert weather days for 4 days out of the next 5. So lots to be aware of as we continue to take this on. And again, this is a great tool to have. You can find this on our website, or you saw that I had just Googled. This is on the NDDOT website. So I just Googled ND road maps, and it was that first thing that popped up as we click there. So you'll be able to get the latest conditions from what NDDOT is saying is out there. Again, very good tool to have to be aware of. And remember, we will, of course, will keep you updated here at Valley News Live as these alerts come in. Anything you need to know, our First Alert Storm teams got you covered throughout this winter event. You can find that over on our website, valleynewslive.com. Of course, during our shows, our Valley News Now desk, and on that VNN weather app. You're able to get those forecasts right at your fingertips. You'll know when and where these events are happening, how much it's going to impact you and your travel. Again, lots to be aware of as we take on this winter event for the first holiday season. The first event of the holiday season, Thanksgiving, right? Moving on to our news portion, kind of. So we do know the first snow is going to be tricky. We've been speaking with law enforcement about what drivers need to know before these conditions get worse. So several inches of snow is expected to begin, combined with strong winds. Roads could be slick with low visibility, and law enforcement's warning you this can be dangerous.
Check your windshield wipers. If you don't have good windshield wipers, it's really going to show in the winter here. So make sure you're replacing those as we go into these winter months. If you have some of those windshield wipers that need to be replaced, check your tires as well. A lot of times we see crashes happen during winter months because people don't have that tread depth on their tires to safely stay on the roadway. So check your tires, replace those if they are getting low.
That's Captain Brian Niewind with North Dakota Highway Patrol. Captain Niewind also says preparation is key. Get your vehicle winter ready and pack an emergency kit. Like I was telling you, meteorologist Lisa Green has got a full breakdown of everything you could possibly need in your winter survival kit to keep in your vehicle. And again, travel season officially underway. And over at MSP Airport, TSA is giving some tips to make sure that you're getting to your Thanksgiving destination as smoothly as possible. The agency says its #1 tip is to get there at least 2 hours early for domestic flights, 3 hours early for international flights. When it comes to packing, officials say it's best to check TSA.gov for a full list on what you can and cannot pack. Now, if you're bringing any Thanksgiving goods on your flight, here's what you can go into your carry-on as well as your checked bag.
So when we're talking about baked goods, stuffing, toppings for your green bean casserole, the whole turkey, if you were traveling with that, if it was frozen, that would be fine. All of these are good for your carry-on bags. But when we're getting into some of these more soft liquid things, the cranberry sauce, the gravy, pumpkin pie filling, if you use this to make a whole pie, that's okay. If you're just bringing the spreadable filling, that would need to go in your check bag.
Who knew you can bring a whole Thanksgiving turkey if it's frozen in your bag? TSA says good rule of thumb is if you're unsure, asking yourself, can I spill it, spray it, pump it, or pour it? If your item fits in that description, it's got to go in your check bag. And an investigation is underway in Moorhead after a resident found dogs left in a parked car for days. So take a look at your screen. Let me pull this up for you. The tenant took this video of a dog she said was left in the car for more than 4 days. She found feces in the back seat. This happened at Parkview Terrace Apartments in Moorhead. She's called police twice, but says nothing's changed.
Today, they still saw it and let them keep the dogs and didn't do anything about it, just gave them a warning.
Moorhead police say unless the dogs are in visible distress, police typically do not intervene. And the Downtown Engagement Center's winter warming operation is back, providing crucial overnight shelter during Fargo's coldest months. Valley News team Cindy Zatz stopped by and shares more of what you need to know. Let's check it out.
At the Downtown Engagement Center on 4th Street North, people can find warm shelter when they need it from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. The Winter Warming Center can accommodate anywhere from 50 to 55 people a night. Keep in mind, it's not intended to meet all the needs of unhoused individuals, as both space and resources are limited. Though staff can help give referrals to any resources you may need.
Yes, the snow's going to blow, but our public health people keep on delivering and keep working in the background, and they're doing it again, and they're going to be saving lives.
The city and FargoCast Public Health are currently working on relocating the deck to 2001 First Avenue North in Fargo. Once that's done, the winter warming operation will transition there. No word yet on when that will be. Anyone over the age of 18 is eligible to come here as long as they have no other accommodations, providing a safe and warm place. In Fargo, Cindy Zatz, Valley News Live.
And the Fargo City Commission will continue to broadcast public comments at their meetings after Mayor Tim Mahoney's surprise announcement earlier this month sparked confusion among commissioners. Mahoney told the public their comments would no longer be broadcast on the city feed. The decision caught commissioners off guard. Deputy Mayor Denise Kolpak put the issue back on the agenda, setting a 2018 policy that requires broadcasting public comments. Commission did not take any action, but did decide to continue broadcasting public comments, but not without concerns. 2018 policy remains in effect, meaning public comments at Fargo City Commission meetings will continue to be broadcast. And happening today, the Fargo School Board is expected to choose the new name for its Northside Elementary School. Decision will be made at today's board meeting. 5 names are in the running, selected from a pool of 437 submissions. Man, that's a lot. Finalists are Prairie Rose, Horace Mann, North Star, Martin Luther King Jr., as well as Unity Elementary. New facility is set to be open in the fall of 2028. And I've got a pretty cool story for you here. For the first time in nearly 3 decades, a Dilworth woman is feeding herself, all thanks to innovative technology and the dedication of University of Mary occupational therapy students. They've helped her restore her independence and dignity. Valley News Team's Courtney Lockie has this remarkable story. And let me tell you, I went along to go shoot this story. This is incredible. Take a listen.
Kind of falls in the middle, right?
Juanita Garcia describes this moment as one of the happiest in her life. This machine helped her feed herself for the first time in 29 years.
It's awesome and I can do it by myself.
The Dilworth native has a rare congenital condition that leaves her unable to walk or use her hands. She's never let it hold her back.
You're so determined.
Yeah.
You know, I've been so proud of her, and that's whenever I talk to students about determination, self-advocacy, I often bring up Juanita because she's just an example of that. Have you ever felt bad for yourself?
No.
Yeah, you don't want anybody to feel bad for you.
No.
It's like, this is who I am. She's very confident and spreads joy everywhere.
Dr. Kevin Anderson and Juanita go way back. He met Juanita when she was in preschool.
One of the OT assistants I work with for the year put a Velcro strap on her hand. She was able to play with the toys in the dollhouse. Remember that?
The two recently reconnected after running into each other at the mall. He asked Juanita to volunteer at Mary's Pro Bono Clinic in Fargo.
The position where
she's been showing up every Thursday since, working with students like Cassidy Went.
Click Teach Again. It was honestly just like a blessing to work with Juanita and like see her life change in that moment. Like really, there's no words to describe it because this is exactly why OT, because you can change people's lives in the smallest yet biggest ways.
Cassidy and other students work in the clinic to get hands-on experience. She and Peyton Lane were there for Juanita's first bite.
I think it was really eye-opening, the stuff that I take for granted too, and just the independence that she has and can enjoy meal times with family is kind of what we talked about, like taking that like caregiver burden away and really enjoying face-to-face meal times.
They are super amazing and awesome to work with.
They can do a real-life case study. Work with somebody, apply something they've learned. It just sticks so much more. And then the ideas come out. I'm so impressed by the ideas that students come up with.
Dr. Anderson adds they have many projects in the works that they hope continue to help those like Juanita. In Fargo with Alex Larson, Courtney Lockie, Valley News Live.
Isn't that incredible? So cool. So Juanita did tell me when I went, she said that she learned this less than a day, easy. And it can actually teach itself. It's got a fork attachment. It can teach itself where you're at. If the person using that device is not able to move, it can train itself to go directly to where it needs to go. It's incredible, really cool. And Juanita also told me she's excited to go get margaritas with friends. So awesome story. She's also been learning to use a robotic arm that attaches to her wheelchair. She says it's given her more freedom in her day-to-day life. That includes using it for one of her favorite hobbies, going to the casino. Now that's all I got for you here on this Valley News Now update. Remember, you can find all of these stories and more over on our Valley News Live News app. You can find that in the App Store. Easy to download, free to use. We've got everything you see here that you see in our broadcast, that you see on our Facebook page. Everything's over on that app as well. Cool part there is that we're able to send you push notifications. So any important story that we're working on that we feel that you should know about, even a consumer alert, a change to your Costco membership, something like that, we're able to send you that information right then and there. And when I fire this thing up on weekdays around that 7:30 time frame. So that's about all I got for you. Yep, this morning. I will see you back here tomorrow on Wednesday on Thanksgiving Eve. I will see you then. My name is Alex Larson.